It's Sports Frenzy! Sports Frenzy!
What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? We are back. Yes, we are. And it is Season 7, Episode 10. And not only are we recording this live right now for you guys, but we are also, I've got this running live on Facebook right now, Rose.
What?
Right. We are live on Facebook right now. You can't see Jamie on the Facebook portion, but you can hear him in the background. So say hello to the Facebook audience, Rose.
What's up, Frenzy Head Nation?
That's right. Coach Cole here with my cohort in crime, Jamie Rose. And as we promised you guys, well, yeah, we kind of, as the week went on, we have the recap show to do for you first, since we were both very busy and not able to get to that. But as some of you can see, not all of you can see. Let me see if I can do this real quick like this. Why I'm screwing around with this. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. Switching around, video screen right there. You can see live right now is Jamie Rose's studio, and he has the title belt this week. So he beat me by one game, and I will figure out what game that was in a minute. I can't even remember what game it was this time being. But so we're going to do the recap portion of the show for you first. And my camera keeps falling here. There we go. That's better.
All right, we're opening up with some NBA action for you guys this week. The Knicks defeated the Bulls 117-104. The Clippers beat the Grizzlies 99-88. The Spurs beat the Jazz 100-86. The Lakers upset the Warriors 117-97. The Pistons defeated the Nuggets 103-86. Minor league hockey, the Walleye defeated the Wheeling Nailers 6-1. The Grand Rapids Griffins defeated the Iowa Wild 4-1. The NHL action, the Jets defeated the Detroit Red Wings 5-3. Your squeaker belt or squeaker game of the week was not a squeaker. The LA Kings defeated the Calgary Flames 5-0. The Pittsburgh Penguins defeated the San Jose Sharks 5-0. Tim and I both get our upset special in high school football. Adrian upsets Milan 28-13. Your
Great
first
win for Adrian. Big win for Adrian.
big win, big huge win. Your first 3-point bonus game. Ida destroys South Bradford 58-6. Hudson defeats Sand Creek 27-0, ending Sand Creek's playoff dreams. Whiteford defeats Morenci 44-21. NCAA football. Michigan destroys Maryland 59-3. Arkansas upsets Florida 31-10. Your other 3-point bonus game, Alabama, I'm going to say squeaks by LSU 10-0.
Squeaks by. That's quite a squeak right there. 10-0.
10-0? That's not much. You're talking about 10 points.
Not much, but I mean, the other team didn't score, dude. Give them a little break there.
It's a touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that a squeaker.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that qualifies as a squeaker. Doesn't the other team have to score to make it a squeaker?
I don't know. Okay. Delete the squeaker. Alabama defeats LSU 10-0. Miami of Ohio defeats.
It was a defensive game, probably. I didn't get to see it, but I'm thinking it was a total defensive game.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Excuse me, sorry about that. Miami of Ohio defeats Central Michigan 37-17. NFL action. The Lions squeak by.
In overtime, baby.
Squeak by the Minnesota Vikings 22-16 in overtime. The New York Giants squeak by the Philadelphia Eagles 28-23. NASCAR, bonus game here. Illinois continues Michigan State's losing streak. Illinois wins 31-27. NASCAR for you guys this week. Your top 3 drivers, Carl Edwards, Joey Logano, and Martin Truex Jr. If you picked one of those drivers, you get an extra point.
Who was the first guy?
Carl Edwards.
Carl Edwards, number 1. Who was number 3?
Martin Truex Jr.
And this was the reason why we didn't get our show in, because of all the rain and stuff. They started really late, and this race ended really late. Gosh darn it, I knew I should have went with Logano this week. Anyway, that was the recap portion of our show, formerly known as the Rapid Fire Recap. I got to thinking about that, and I'm like, we do a Rapid Fire Recap, and Rose is like burning these things off as quickly as he can speak. And I'm thinking, nobody really had time to get the scores, so why go so fast?
Well, that's why I was thinking that, great mind. Tim and I think alike so much. And we don't even mean to, and that's what I was thinking too the other day. I was like, when we do rapid fire recap show, how can anybody write down scores or, figure out who won? So that's why I kind of tried going a little bit slower for you guys this week. So
and, we do the Facebook Live. You won't have this issue at all, but our recorded audience live. We apologize for the delay in the tape and the picture. We're still not sure what's going on with that. We're trying to work out the bugs all the time, so we're doing the best we can, guys.
Well, shoot, right now we have an extra blank spot on our screen. We don't know why, so.
The equipment we have to work with. Yeah, we're waiting for our special guest to show up.
Maybe they'll magically appear up there. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm the bottom screen. I might be the top screen.
Another thing I noticed, Rose, on this past week's show, we flipped sides again. So at one part of the show, I'm on one side, you're on the other, and then the next part of the show, you're on the other side, and I'm on the other. So I don't know. We need to hire a new camera crew. That's what we need. We need new people.
I don't know. I told Tim a solution to this, but he wasn't going for it. So But
that would be difficult at this time.
true. But anyways, moving into your picks portion of the show now, we're entering into. Tim, you want to do it properly this week?
Do you want to do it? Oh, no, because I forgot it already. You have to show it to me. Oh, yes, that's right. It's this, right?
Yep.
High school football. The proper one, apparently.
That's
High
right.
School football.
And in college, you've been doing wrong too, but at least it wasn't inappropriate. So.
What? College I've been doing wrong too, you said?
Yep. College is.
That's not what it showed me online.
That's I have a coworker who is taking sign language courses, and apparently college is just like that kind of.
All right, I'm gonna have to go to my source too. My sister is actually knows sign language, so I'm going to have to ask her. Maybe there's so many different ones. I don't even know. So, Kate, if you're watching the show, I need to know high school, your version of high school, and I need to know your version of college, because apparently I'm doing them wrong.
Grab your phone and text her right now. That's what
I looked them up. I can't believe that.
Text her right now.
Well, I'm using my phone for the live portion of Facebook show, so she might be able to hear me if she's online. If she's watching the show, she might be paying attention. I need to know this.
There you go. All right, let's get into this high school. This is high school playoff action for you guys.
And we have a few local teams still in it for you guys.
We do. You want to open us up or you want me to?
Oh, hold on. I think I might have people making comments, actually.
Ooh.
Hey, yes. We got people commenting live on the show right now. Cool.
What?
All right. Yeah, let's start off the show here with some high school football. I'll get my camera back in order there. All right. We have this is a Friday night game. Right? This will get a little confusing for you guys. So Facebook Live, we shoot the show on Thursday night, but you'll hear me refer to them as tonight's games because for the show that we're recording, everybody watches it on Friday. So these are Friday games, and our first game is at 7 o'clock. And this week, Adrian is on the road. They've had the home field advantage the last couple of weeks, right? Or have they been on the road for... No, they had home field last week?
Nope, away last week. Week prior, away. 10-21, they were home. So it's been a few weeks since they've been home.
All right, Travis, I got you, buddy. So apparently having my phone sitting on the side like that, I'm lopsided. So now I've got my phone. Hopefully it'll stand like this correctly. all the crazy stuff Jamie don't get to see because he's just on the other end there. Let's give you guys that have joined us a view of Jamie again.
Still on.
There we go. There he is. There he is. My cohort in crime for the show. There we are. All right. Flipping back here. Thank you, Travis, for letting me know that I had my phone wrong.
Is that Travis boring?
No, it is not. Wrong Travis.
Oh, Ron. There's too many Travises in the world.
No, never. All right, is that better, guys?
You need a kickstand on that thing.
I do need a kickstand on this thing. I can't. Okay, let's see. Or a piece of Velcro or something.
There you go.
It keeps
Come on.
sliding.
Where's the duct tape, Tim?
I know, right? Duct tape
MacGyver
works.
it.
All right, let's try this again. Let's see if that'll stay.
That's what you get with Apple products.
No, wrong. I like my Apple product. Thank you very much. All right, is that better, Facebook audience? Yeah, what Travis said. All right, there we go. So you guys don't have to look at me like this now. All right, our first game, we have Adrian, 7 wins and 4 losses. All right, let's hear it, Adrian. Let's hear it, Adrian fans. Adrian High School, let me hear you. Adrian Middle School, let me hear you. How does it sound? It sounds like you're popping popcorn, Rose. Or we have an audience of like 5. We have the 7 wins and 4 losses, Adrian, and they are traveling to the. In the past I would say, oh my gosh, they got a 10-1 game here, but of River Road, which I've never heard of in my entire life.
It's the River Road Panthers, is their name? Oh,
they got 10 wins and 1 loss, but that didn't stop Adrian last week when they played an undefeated team, was it right?
No, Milan was 9-1. The week prior to that, Grosse Isle was 8-1.
Oh, okay.
Adrian hasn't lost since 10-21 to Bay City Glen, who was 6-2. So apparently, Adrian enters the playoffs and just start playing their hearts out. So
I know, I don't get that. It's like they started off terrible in the season, and then they've just turned around. And so, what's your thoughts, Rose?
I'm going Adrian.
I have got to go Adrian as well.
All right, next up we have, this is a Friday night game at 7 p.m.
Hold on, got to find a new pen. I lost mine already.
Uh-oh. We have the 10 wins, 1 loss, the Ida Blue Streaks.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't have my Ida logo.
Uh-oh.
This is a Friday night game as well.
They're playing the 10 wins and 1 loss, the Algonac Muskrats. I'm sure I butchered their name.
Algonac Community Schools is what I got. So
all right.
I wrote on the paper.
That's the correct logo, though. I'll give you that, Tim.
I have the correct logo for that one. So sorry, guys. I don't have Ida's logo for those.
I'm going with Ida.
Got it on the sheet, so.
There it is.
All right, let's see. We got 10-1 and 10-1. Ooh, man. And you didn't make this a 3-point bonus game?
I know. Shocking, right? Now I get crap for my 3-point bonus games that I make.
I'm going to go with Ida as well. I don't really know anything about this Algonanic or Algic, whatever they are. Algonac. And my printer had this weird colored paper in it, so that's what some of my logos are printed on this
I was
weekend.
wondering, I'm like, why is it like red in the background?
So our computers were offline for most of the day today, and I had to do this at night. And we at work have switched over to all new printer systems. So I'm milking my old printer for as long as I can, so I don't have to go through and do all this other crazy stuff that we got to do now. And that's the paper that was in that printer when I printed them. So that's what I'm going with. All right, next up we have a Friday game at 12 o'clock. Is that right?
Gosh. I checked it on the Michigan High School Association's webpage, and actually they had it as 12 a.m., and I figured that wasn't right, so I don't know if somebody... I was guessing 12 p.m., but it might be a 7... They might have put the time in wrong or something. So... And Glenn Scott Bowman says, go Maples, but the River Rouge is 10-1. My brother says they can fly. Oh, I kind of like this live thing here. We can get comments from our fans out there.
Yes, I do like that.
Thanks, Glenn.
For comments there. Wow. So, do you think Adrian can pull off the win, Glenn? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah. Glenn, can they win? Let's see what you say, Glenn. I'm keeping an eye on it right now. Continuing on, though.
This is me, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So this is supposedly a 12 o'clock game, and I'm not sure about that.
We're going to put a question mark by that one.
I will, as soon as we are done recording tonight, I will check with my my Hudson sideline reporter, Rich Hollowell. Or if you happen to be out there tonight and you're paying attention and listening live, Rich, you could pipe in on this as well. So we have 9 wins and 2 losses. Detroit Loyola. They are traveling to the 10 wins and 1 loss, the Hudson Tigers.
I'm going Hudson.
I'm going Hudson as well.
Glenn Scott Bowman also says, get that crappy hat off your head and sport a Pistons lid. Oh, Isaiah, he says.
Glenn, your wish has been granted, my friend.
There you go. I'm going Hudson, sorry.
That's fine. No, I love the live comments coming in, people. That's awesome. This is the first time we've done this. This is great. So, yeah, I'm going Hudson as well on that one. It's a first three-point bonus game. It's a first three-point bonus game. It's a first 3-point bonus game. Yeah. First of all, without going too crazy here, I just want to know who the heck names their school this.
I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't going to comment on it.
Being it is, if I could go farther on Facebook Live with this, I would. But since this is being shot for a school programming, I'm not even going to touch it. But yeah, this school has a very crazy name as far as I'm concerned. This is all you, Rose.
Oh, it is. I was too distracted with the comments. Let's see. This is a Friday night game at 7 p.m. The 11 wins, 0 losses. The Climax Scott, and they are the Panthers, versus the 11 wins, 0 losses, the Whiteford Bobcats. I am going Whiteford. I got to root for the local teams here.
This is, well, I mean, Whiteford isn't very local. They're just the team we've been covering a lot of this year. This should be actually a very good game. Both teams are 11-0. I know nothing about Scots there because we obviously haven't covered them at all. So I'm going to go with Whiteford just because we've covered Whiteford and I at least know them. So. All right, so what do you got for, okay, you're showing me right now, college football?
Yep, you put your hands like this, and then it's just kind of like loop it up.
Loop it
up? It goes up higher. Yep, just like that. That's college
football. So I was close, I guess. I was going like this.
Yeah. I guess it's similar, yeah, but according to my coworker, it's
not.
Like this, football. That's
college
football.
College football. And we have the greatest college team of them all. Go Blue, Michigan! This is a 8 o'clock game on ABC Saturday. We have the 9 wins and 0 losses. The Go Blue Boys, Michigan.
Go Blue.
You better not play too much of that. We don't want to get... Facebook tends to, or not Facebook, but YouTube tends to frown on us a little bit when we infringe on copyrighted material.
I don't know if that one's copyrighted, though.
No, because it was the live band playing in your backyard. So
that's right. Yeah.
All right. So they are traveling to. They are on the road this week against the 5 wins and 4 losses Iowa. So this is kind of considered an under the lights game, I guess you would say.
Yep. Go Blue.
Definitely go Blue.
Go Blue. Next up, this is
go Blue enough. Go Blue.
Go Blue. Next up, Saturday game at 12 p.m. on ABC. We have the 6 wins, 2 losses, Baylor. They are traveling to the 7 wins, 2 losses, ranked 11th in the nation, Oklahoma. I'm going with good old JR's Oklahoma.
And they ranked 11th in the nation. I got to go with Oklahoma as well. All right. Next up, we have a 7 o'clock game on ESPN. This is Saturday as well. We have the 5 wins and 3 losses, ranked 24th in the nation, LSU. And they are traveling to the 6 wins, 3 losses, ranked 25th in the nation, Arkansas. And for useless facts of none, former LSU coach is going to be at the Michigan game this week as an honorary sideline guy.
Ooh.
He's going to be, he said in a report that he was going to go find and dust off his Michigan jacket and see if it still fits.
I have heard reports that he wants to be an assistant coach at Michigan.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I also heard that I think Harbaugh was actually interested in bringing him in. I'm not so sure if it would be as a direct coach, but like a consultant to the team or something. So, hey, why not?
I'd be okay with it.
Hey, I'm down with that too.
You can never have too many great minds on a football team.
Who you got in this one, Rose?
I'm going LSU. They apparently their defense is pretty good to hold Alabama to only 10 points.
Yeah, you got a point there. But, well, I suppose I can't hold it against them, especially if Michigan actually gets him. If we're able to if he comes back to Michigan. I was going to say I don't like him because they fired Les Miles, but I'll give them the win because of what you said, that their defense must have held off. So I'm going with LSU as well.
I think my wife has made popcorn. Smelling popcorn right now.
Focus.
I smell popcorn. It's good popcorn, though. Yeah, she made popcorn. Yeah, it's definitely popcorn.
You got a show to film. You're going to hear what I got. Live audience is going to love this one.
The popcorn?
No, the 3-point bonus game.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, focus, bro. 3 points! 3 points!
Take the hat off!
It's a 3-point bonus game!
Yeah!
All right.
See, I'm waiting for the critiquing of, why did you make this a 3-point bonus game?
I was going to ask you that. But this is a 7:30 game on the Big Ten Network Saturday. We have the 7 wins and 2 losses Minnesota traveling to the 7 wins and 2 losses ranked 19th in the nation Nebraska. Why the heck did you make this a 2 or 3 point bonus game, Rose?
Because they have the same record, and it's in the Big Ten.
I see. But so did Climax, Scott, and Whiteford have.
I try to spread it out a little bit.
Okay, I'll give it to you for that.
I don't know.
Who do we like in this one? I don't even know.
I don't even know either. I'm only going Nebraska because they're ranked.
Should we defer to the live audience? Who you taking, guys? Minnesota or Nebraska? I'll leave a pick to the audience this week.
The audience has gotten quiet now. I'll let you know if they pick.
All right, I'm going to hold off on my pick for a minute until they come in and give me an answer. I'm waiting for an answer from the crowd.
All right, Tim's going to hold off on that. Okay, we'll move on to the next one.
Is this you or me?
This is you. I just did the last, I'll do this one. Next up, this is Saturday at 12 p.m. I got popcorn in the air. That's all I'm thinking about right now is popcorn. Next up is a Saturday, 12 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. The 2 wins, 7 losses Rutgers. They're heading to the struggling 2 wins, 7 losses Michigan State Spartans. I read an article this week from the Detroit Free Press that said you can buy tickets to this game cheaper than it would be to go see a movie at a movie theater.
Yes, they're saying this is a pointless.
When I first created the sheets too, there wasn't even a station listed for this game. They just did this the other day for the Big Ten Network. I'm going Rutgers. I think Michigan State's going to continue their losing streak.
Michigan State is in bad shape. I gotta go. I would probably go Rutgers even if they weren't in bad shape. Rutgers for me. Rutgers for Rose. All right. Next up we have. This is my. I started calling this my MAC game of the week, but Rose is actually picking the games for me. So.
Well, and it's funny. Actually, a lot of the MAC games are Tuesday night and Thursday night.
I've been noticing that they've been playing a lot of other days other than the weekend.
Yeah.
Really.
So it's worked out that there's a one Friday MAC game or a Saturday MAC game. So this week, this was the only MAC game that was available for us.
Basically, what this came down to, guys, is I like 2 teams in the MAC division. I'm a huge Toledo Rockets fan, and I'm a huge Western Michigan fan. So I wanted to start bringing a little love to the MAC division that I feel doesn't get a whole lot of love at times. So that's why I started asking Jamie to pick out a MAC game for me. And so this week, Western Michigan played on Tuesday, I believe. And Toledo played actually last night, I think, on Wednesday night, if I want to think.
Yeah.
And, of course, both teams won. So this game is a Saturday game at 1 o'clock, and it can be seen on the ESPN3, which is the
Watch ESPN app.
Yeah, it's on the ESPN app or your computer or whatever. So we have the 4 wins and 6 losses, Miami of Ohio. And they are traveling to the 2 wins and 7 losses. Wow. Buffalo.
I'm going Miami of Ohio. I don't like Ohio teams very much, but...
Right. I got to go Miami of Ohio as well because their record is a lot better.
Yep. I think we should do an NBA intro. I don't think we've done one of those this year.
We haven't done an NBA intro in a while. Let's do it.
Roll it.
Let the audience see this. Was that for? Oh, that was for the NBA, of course. That quiet a sound effect that you hear, you guys, I don't know if you can hear it on Facebook, but that sound is like the shoes on the basketball court, the squeaky part of the shoes. So there you go. And we are back live recording for the show edition here. Rose went up and got some popcorn and stuff during the commercial break for you guys, and I stayed on live with the Facebook audience and kind of let them in a little bit on the inside scoop of what we do here. And one of the big questions we had while we were on commercial break was, why didn't we have Bama this week? And Rose, you said?
Because they're facing Mississippi State and they're 4-5, and Alabama will win 60-0.
All right. So there you go. Yeah, we still very much so support Alabama. But they got a game this week that they should destroy the team. So, which really has been the case with most of our Michigan games as well. But
I've had Alabama on there a lot this year.
You have, yes. We're not dissing on you for that.
No, we're not.
Just explaining to the audience.
I got to give love to all the teams out there, or try to anyways.
Down. Let's calm down. It's okay.
I'm sorry. It
was just a question, that's all.
Sorry.
Nothing to get all upset about. Jeez.
All right. That's what happens from my coming.
All right. This is a Friday night game, Rose. Is that what this is? Friday night game? Friday night game, 8:30, and it can be seen on FS Detroit. And we have the 4 wins and 3 losses, the Detroit Pistons. And they are traveling to the 5 wins and 2 losses. Ooh. Jason Boring's San Antonio Spurs.
Yep. I didn't make this week tough hard for you there.
This should have been one of the 3-point bonus games this week. Oh my goodness. This is a tough one. What do you think, Rose?
Sorry, Piston fans. I got to go with Jason Boring, San Antonio Spurs. They've been hot this year.
Now, is it Tony Parker, I think, is hurt right now? Or has been having some injuries for the Spurs and is questionable for game day?
I didn't hear that.
This is in San Antonio, so I'm going with sorry, Pistons fans, I'm wearing my Pistons hat right now, but you know what? I can do this too. I'm going with the Spurs.
Ooh.
I got to go with the Spurs. Pistons are not too bad, but San Antonio is just a very much a championship team. Uh-oh. Oh. Sorry, guys, I lost you there for a second.
Oh.
Phone decided it was going to not stay. The camera needs to stay this way. There we go. I need to find something better to keep my phone up with. Sorry, guys. Shaking everybody up there at Facebook land.
I'm watching this. You're all over the camera, Tim.
I know. All right, there we go. That looks better again. So San Antonio for both of us.
Yep.
Next
up, Friday night game at 7:30 p.m. The 2 wins, 4 losses, the New York Knicks. They are heading to the 3 wins, 3 losses, the Boston Celtics.
Shoot, I gotta get my Boston hat back on. What do I do with it? There it is. I knew there was a reason why I wore my Larry Bird shirt tonight.
Just so you know, your camera's up a little high there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bring it down, Tim. Bring it down. Right now, we're only seeing like this much of you.
Oh, there we go. Is that better?
Let me see. Still a little high.
Look like I'm a cut off head or something there?
Yeah. Bring it down some more.
There we go.
It's like we're sealing there.
All right. Let's try this.
Yeah, we got to figure out something here for you, Tim.
Sorry about that, Facebook land. This is... All right. That's a little better, maybe. Is that better? Or is that worse?
I don't know, I'm still waiting. There's a little delay. Oh, that's worse. I only see your eyes now.
All right. How is that? There we go. All right, somebody give me a shout out in Facebook land. Does that look okay now?
We'll say that's okay for right now. Because probably people are like, oh, come on. Like, we don't care. We'll figure it out.
All right, so obviously I'm going with Boston Celtics.
I hate the Knicks. I'm going Boston.
Okay.
No, I was not just having a seizure.
That was Jamie attempting to dance, and I attempted to dance too. But like when you're at the hockey and they play that music, man, you just kind of get into it, and then that's the pyro going off. So we do try to have sound effects for you guys that actually watch the show when we're not recording live on Facebook.
See, I can't wait for arena football because that's where I have a lot of the sound effects.
Well, we did use it for arena football, but we'll talk more about arena football here in a few minutes. Actually.
Oh, yes, we will. I saw that.
Yes, but first we have some hockey for you. This is minor league hockey, the AHL. We have this is on Friday night as well. You can watch, the puck drops at 7 p.m. You can watch the game on AHL.live. These games you have to actually buy, so if you're going to watch them on your computer, they're computer games that you can, not computer games, but they're games you can watch on your computer, or probably an app. They probably have an app for that as well. But bottom line is you got to pay for those games. So they don't just show them on TV. We have the 4 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss. The Rockford Ice Hogs. And they are traveling to our beloved 5 wins, 4 losses, 0 overtime losses, your Grand Rapid Griffins! Let's go Griffins! Let's go Griffins! You know who Jamie and I got. We got the Griffins.
We got the Griffins. Next up, Friday night game at 7:05 p.m. on the ECH.TV. Also, this is you have to pay for these too, I believe. This is we got the red hot 8 wins, 2 losses, 0 overtime loss. Your Toledo Walleye. They're heading to the 5 wins, 3 losses, 0 overtime loss. The Quad City Mallards. Quack.
Let's go Walleye. Let's go Walleye. So we've got the Walleye.
Obviously.
All right, next up we have some NHL hockey action for you guys. And this first game is 7 o'clock on Saturday on FSD, which is Fox Sports Detroit. We have the 7 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss, your Detroit Red Wings. And they are traveling to the 11 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. The Montreal Canadiens. Boo, hits, boo. Let's go Red Wings. Let's go Red Wings.
We both got the Red Wings, but this game, I mean, the Canadiens, wow, what a start. 11 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. Wow.
Red Wings are going to end that streak. Let's go Red Wings.
That was my musical instrument in high school, was the cowbell, by the way, if you were curious. Next up, Saturday game at 7 p.m. 6 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss, the Minnesota Wild.
Was that a true story, Rose?
Yeah.
You played cowbell in school?
Yeah, the cowbell was my musical instrument. I wasn't even in band, and that was the musical instrument they gave me.
Everybody loves cowbell. Go Blue! Go Blue!
I see, I messed it up. I was going too quick.
Oh, wow. Is that the rhythm they taught you to play?
No, it's just different things you can do with a cowbell.
Okay.
Mostly it's... Versus the 6 wins, 6 losses, 2 overtime losses, the Philadelphia Flyers.
Now, Rose forgot the intro on this.
Oh, my goodness. The Squeaker Belt game.
Facebook Live, hold your belt up again, Rose. This is what we call our Squeaker Game of the Week. This is a game that Jamie Rose chooses and that he thinks will be very close. So he has a belt that he made for it. And if he wins, he gets that belt for the week. And he is, what are you, you've only got 2 victories this year?
2 victories. I'm 2 for 7 this year. Which usually, I do have to say, I'm probably usually more shooting 500, more even with wins and losses. But this year, I'm just...
We got a lot of seats.
The crowd's just laughing at me this year.
We got a lot of season to go yet, so...
We do. That is true. Hopefully turning around here. But this is my Squeaker game. So basically for NHL, I think that one of these teams will win by a point. So I'm going with the Flyers for my dad. He's from Philadelphia.
Mr. Rose is from Philadelphia, huh?
Yep, my father, yep.
I'm going with Philly as well for the Rose family. All right, this one I don't think, well, I could screw it up, but I'm going to try not to. So we got F, L. Football. And our first game this week, we have and this is, you won't see the Lions on here this week because it is a bye week for the Detroit Lions. So our first 1 o'clock game on Sunday features the 4 wins and 4 losses, the Green Bay Packers. And they are traveling to the 4 wins and 5 losses, the Tennessee Titans. I've got to go with the Titans. I'm not a Green Bay Packer fan at all, and Titans actually have a couple of Michigan guys that play on their team.
I'm going Titans as well because I don't like the Packers. And hey, you know what? It seems like my streak of not picking the Lions is helping the Lions. So
there you go.
Next up, this is Friday. Wow, Sunday game at 1 p.m. on Fox. I know the previous game was also on that. It's up to the network on which game you will see on Fox at 1 p.m. Uh-oh.
Travis says the Packers is going to win this one. Travis, are you a Packers fan, or are you just saying that?
Oh, that's my buddy Travis. See what I mean? There's too many Travises in the world. But that's okay. This is a good Travis in the world, so love you, buddy. I'm shocked to hear him say that because he is a huge Lions fan.
He's just saying that, he said. So.
I know. So apparently he's watching us live right now. Boy, I'm shocked to hear him say that, actually. This is the 5 wins, 3 losses, the Minnesota Vikings versus the 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie, the Washington Redskins.
All right, Minnesota, 5 wins, 3 losses.
Yep.
I was a little distracted.
You're a little behind me, Tim.
Trying to read comments there. And what we got? 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. Washington Redskins. Who you got, Rose?
I am going with Washington. Travis is just saying that, LOL. And he says, love you too, Jamie, LOL. Travis, yep, LOL.
All right, I'm going with the Redskins as well.
Even though that still drives me nuts in the NFL that there is a 1-loss record.
I am totally, I don't know.
Drives me nuts. It should be like college where they play until there is a clear winner.
Well, you know, these guys are so fragile, we wouldn't want to hurt them for all that money they're making, you know?
They should do something like a shootout or something. I don't know. Something. A field goal.
No. What are you going to do? Have the quarterbacks throw the ball at each other? Shootout?
Sure. Yeah, that works. I don't know.
Whichever quarterback throws the ball the farthest gets the win.
Whichever kicker kicks the ball through the uprights, I don't know, something, until we have a clear winner somehow.
All right, our next game is...
in the words of Travis, just saying that, LOL.
So this is a 1 o'clock game on Sunday as well. On CBS, we have the 6 wins, 3 losses, the Denver Broncos. And they are traveling to the 4 wins and 4 losses, the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, I got to go with the Denver Broncos. They're pretty warm here, so... Oops, wrong way.
Travis says overpaid, that's why. I assume he's referring to the overtime.
They're overpaid and they can't earn that money a little more after the first overtime there. Give me a break.
I'm going with the Denver Broncos.
All right. This is you, Rose.
Oh, did you not say it yet?
What?
Did you do the Denver Broncos one?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I'm reading comments. I can't do multiple things here. I'm doing like 4 things at once.
I know, right? There's a lot going on. It does make it a little hard to read the comments, but I love that people are commenting.
I love that. It's cool having fan interaction and like.
I am loving this, actually. Yes, this is a lot of fun.
This is. Yeah. Usually just Tim and I talking to each other, but now we have fans commenting, and I love it. Tim went with the Broncos, I assume, as well.
I went with the Broncos as well, and I see my buddy Reggie has joined the group. So hello, Reggie, from Facebook land.
Next up, Sunday, 4:25 p.m. on Fox, the 7 wins, 1 loss, the Dallas Cowboys versus the 4 wins, 4 losses, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is Big Ben going to be back in this game this week?
I heard he's going to be. They said, I think, as long as he cleared...
Dallas with a rookie quarterback, 7-1.
Yeah. This is going to be a really stupid thing I'm doing right now, but I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rose.
I know the crowd. I'm waiting for everybody to be like, "You're an idiot." Oh, look at that. Travis says Steelers. He picks the Steelers.
Is this the week that Tony Romo comes back?
I don't know. I think from what I was hearing earlier in the week, it all depended on how he looked in practice.
I know you shouldn't lose your starting position because of an injury, but when did he go down? Was that week 1 he got hurt?
I think it might have been preseason. It was early in the season. He hasn't played much this season.
And they're 7-1 with a rookie quarterback. Gosh, I'm not a huge Dallas fan either, but I kind of like this rookie story we got going on here. A rookie quarterback coming into the league and tearing it up right now. And on top of that, I haven't held the belt in like a few weeks. So and we always pick almost every game the same together, except for the last couple of weeks when I've gone against you on like one game. So I'm going to go against you on one game again this week and see if I can get me one of these titles back here.
He's desperate, folks. He's desperate. Travis says, "Amen, Jamie." I assume he's referring to that I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys.
So I'm going with, I can't stand Dallas either, but I'm going with Dallas for the win.
Oh.
Honestly, I wouldn't. I know in the past I have chosen teams, just because even if I think they could win, but I'm giving it to Dallas because I think they are honestly going to win this game. And I don't think Big Ben's going to be back yet. So.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
That was Jamie driving a NASCAR for those who didn't really get what we were doing there.
Once again, no, I was not having a seizure. See how that looked. I'm sure it was horrible.
Oh, it didn't look that bad. All right, let's see if I can get through this again. There we go. All right, so for those who are live with us tonight, those who are on the viewing audience knows, we have a sheet. And I will be posting these on the Frenzy page later. I might do it tonight if I have a chance. With all most of our race car drivers on there. Well, not most, but the top, some of our favorite picks.
Travis says, "Looks like it, Jamie."
So this sheet here has our NASCAR drivers on it. And we also have a spot on here you can write in your NASCAR pick for the driver that you may or may not think is going to win the race this week. Lost my pen again. So, what are we down to as far as racing stuff goes, Rose?
Yes.
I'm going to turn the camera on you for a minute so we can get some NASCAR information here.
Sec. Pulling it up as quick as I can.
That's fine. I'm getting you.
I'm trying to use the other computer because I think that's running faster because I have less going on in this one. Results chase grid. That's what I want. All right, moving into the championship race, which is Homestead, Miami. The two guys that are locked in are Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards. So whoever wins this week, and I believe the way it works is whoever has the most points after that will be the fourth person in the championship race for the Homestead race. So basically, we are down to this race, and then next week will be the Homestead, and then we'll take a couple month hiatus from NASCAR because the championship race, or the championships, will be done. So we're down to 2 races left. So this race will be Sunday, 3:30 p.m. on NBC, and it will be at the Phoenix Raceway. And I'm going with my guy I always go with, Kevin Harvick.
And I'm going to go ahead and go with my guy that I always go with. What did Kyle come in this week anyway?
Last week?
Yeah, this past week.
Actually, we both our guys did really good last week. I got, or I'm sorry, not me. Kevin Harvick came in 6th. Kyle Busch came in 5th.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm destined to get a point for NASCAR here soon. I got to.
You're going Kyle or you're going Joey?
Oh, I'm going Kyle.
Kyle Busch locked in. Kevin Harvick for me.
All right. This is the part of our show where we look up some information for you guys, and Jamie's going to do that from us so you can find Facebook Live. A lot of this information we have, I'm going to turn back on for me for a second here. A lot of the information that we get our information from, I post, or Jamie posts, or our friends of Sports Frenzy Nation posts on the Sports Frenzy website. So if there's something that we don't cover in great detail on the show, you can actually go to the Facebook page and check it out. We also have a Twitter account. It's at SportsFrenzy1, so you can check us out there as well. If you follow Twitter at all. I'm going to turn it back to Rose for some Sports Frenzy information.
Last comment from Travis. Travis says, have a good night, boys. Good work as always, he says.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate that. We really appreciate that.
Handshakes all around for Kevin Hall in his final AHL game on Saturday, November 5th. The Griffins all took time to go around and shake this referee's hand. It was his final game. There's a rumor going around. Justin Verlander rumored to be traded to the Dodgers. What do you think of that, Tim?
Well, as soon as I broke this news and heard it, I immediately posted and asked Roger Schoonover, who is a huge Dodger fan, what his opinion on that would be. Obviously, I don't want to lose Verlander. I know they're trying to make room for future changes, and Roger is okay with it as long as they only do a year-to-year contract and don't offer him any huge things. So I don't know. I want to see what is being shopped around for him. I really don't want to see our best pitcher in the league, our best pitcher on the Tigers go, but yeah. I understand why they're considering that, so
yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know what game this was. It was on NBC Sports. It's a hockey game, and it says, turn your sound and listen to 19,000 fans to sing the national anthem in unison. Apparently, they said it's Navy Soldier came out, and it's the Blackhawks. See what other team they show here in a second versus the Blues, and he came out and he started singing the national anthem, and they flat out said to everybody, "I'm going to start singing it, and then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to have you guys sing the rest of it." And so 19,000 fans singing the national anthem. It's on our Sports Frenzy page. Check it out. It's amazing. Jalen Rose predicts NBA players will skip White House visit under Donald Trump. Wow. Ouch. A little political there for you. Our new president is going to be Donald Trump, if you haven't already heard. Tigers' Elvia has talked to Verlander, Cabrera, Kinsler about possible being traded. So this sounds like the Tigers might be cleaning house.
No. Don't want to see him clean house. I want some of these guys that entertain me for the Tigers to come back. Come on, guys.
Trying to figure out how to say this one. Florida International University senior Joanne Smith is out for the season. We're just going to say after committing a crime is all we're going to say on that one. It's kind of messed up the crime he committed is all I'm going to say. Conor McGregor of UFC nearly throws a chair at Eddie Alvarez as brawl almost erupts. West Michigan Whitecaps just announced a multi-improvement coming to Fifth Third Ballpark of the West Michigan Whitecaps in 2017. It looks like they're going to be adding some more seats, new warning track, hospitality area, and playground projects. I can't wait for this one. ESPN Films 30 for 30. This was the XFL in February. They're going to be doing a whole documentary on the WWE's XFL that lasted only a year, which would be kind of interesting to hear the backstory behind that one.
I think I might try and catch that. I want to see the history behind that.
Yeah.
I mean, the XFL actually in the beginning had a lot of potential to take off and be another great football program, but then I think it got really cheesy when you had like the coaches and stuff starting to argue with like one of the announcers at the time was oh shoot, what's his name? Old WWE announcer. I forget his name. He's kind of off the wall these days. He does a lot of political stuff, and he's kind of different now. Former wrestler himself. Why am I forgetting his name?
Jesse the Body?
Yes, there we go. Jesse the Body Ventura. And I remember a game I was watching of the XFL, and I thought, this is pretty cool, actually. It's another football. I like football. They were trying to do things that the NFL wasn't doing. But then they started doing stuff like he was arguing with like the coaches, and he had a feud going with a coach, and it started sounding more and more like wrestling. And I think that's what destroyed it, because you had these coaches doing battle. That's what destroyed it, because you had these coaches and doing battle with the commentators, and it just started becoming very, very much WWE-ish, and I don't think that's what the intention was for McMahon. But McMahon don't lose at many things, and he definitely lost at having a football team. So, football league.
Hello, Adrian. How are you doing? Sorry, I was reading the comment there, and sound started playing for some reason. The Rangers will be getting a new ballpark. Arlington voters approved new Texas Rangers ballpark worth $1 billion. That's right, with a B. $1 billion.
Make the money sound. There it is.
Several articles about Les Miles, former LSU coach. Where was I? Les Miles will be at Michigan for Indiana game. Les Miles thrilled with Jim Harbaugh, eager to return to the big house.
That's going to be pretty cool.
The Western Michigan football team is 10-0. They go for 11-0 on November 19th when they host Buffalo at Waldo Stadium. The Detroit Red Wings' new arena cost jumps by $105 million to $733 million.
Saying what brought that on? Are they even saying why that is, or
probably they miscalculated out costs for the.
And rumors still has it that they're working on a deal right now for the Pistons to be going there too. So we shall see.
The city downtown development authorities say the revised estimate to build the Little Caesars Arena for the NHL team reflects the specific cost of materials, permits, design refinements, and subcontract agreements. So apparently all those things ended up costing more than they were estimating. Which it's not like building a house where you have, X amount of materials. Sometimes when you get into a huge project like that, we need this, and more. So I'm sure that's not an uncommon thing. I think, this was a funny one. Ric Flair voted for Ric Flair for president.
Yeah, he wrote himself in for that. That was pretty funny. And I actually think he had some people there with him that came in and voted for it.
I think you're right, yeah.
And then he said, woo, while he was there.
On the WWE Hall of Famer Edge will return along with The Undertaker on SmackDown's 900th episode.
I feel like that's kind of a waste of time, Edge coming back. After his last disappointing return there, I'm like skeptical about that.
UFC light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones suspended 1 year by the USADA date as retroactive to July 6th when Jones was pulled from UFC 200. I believe he was he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs.
He has officially been stripped of the title, too, the interim title as well.
Yep, doping violations is what it was. I think that's all I have for you this week. You have anything for us, Tim?
I do not, actually. Nope. Since my phone is, I'm using the phone for the recording, I can't look up anything else for you guys. So I think that covers a lot, though. We've had a great show tonight with our audience. Thanks, Bev, for joining us. Bev said we did a great job tonight, too. So thank you for joining us live on Facebook for the audience that's out there joining us live. That just about wraps up this week's show for you. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, we should be able to bring you a recap show Sunday this week, correct?
Yes, I believe so. Adrian says, go Notre Dame as well. Thank you, Bev. We do appreciate your comments. We appreciate everybody's comments tonight. Definitely made the show more entertaining as always. One thing for next week, picks edition. We're going to have wrestling for you guys. It will be Survivor Series, but we will also be bringing to you 2 matches from NXT TakeOver Toronto, which is NXT, the minor league of WWE's pay-per-view, basically. It's one of their big ones. And then we'll have 2 matches from Survivor Series. So you wrestling fans out there, you'll have that for you guys,
I'm
too.
I'm excited about the return of Goldberg. Goldberg.
Bum,
Goldberg.
Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun.
This would be a good spot for you to have the pyro sound effects going, too. Now that's welcome to Raw's War.
No, this is true. This is true.
Oh, anyway, guys. Thanks for joining us for this week's show. Everyone who's joining us live on Facebook. And as always, thank you very much to all our viewers watching at home as well from our taped edition. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone.
And no, Adrian, I will not calm down. And just like we always exit this show, just for you, Adrian, because you said go Notre Dame. Go Blue!